And at what point did you realize other people find you funny?
Well, it wasn't until I got out of the Air Force. I was out of the Air Force and I was going to college when I thought about it professionally. My hero was Freddie Prinze. I think it's publicly known. I always loved Freddie. When I was in the Air Force, I used to get his show from Armed Forces Radio. So when I got out, I was going to college. In the back of my head, I said, well, maybe one day I can go to Los Angeles and meet up with Freddie Prinze and be his writer, you know, sidekick. But by then, he had taken his own life, sadly enough. So I figured somebody needed to do it, and I started doing comedy at the Comedy Store, and that's where I met Robin Williams and people of that ilk, you know.
And how did you, I guess, officially break into doing your first stand-up act?
Well, I was in college. There's a lady named Anita Cano. She's also responsible for Gabriel Iglesias.
Really?
She's the one that took me to the Comedy Store. I used to break up her class, and she said, you quit wasting your time here with us. You're funny, but making us laugh is nothing. If you want to be a professional, she found out that amateur night was on Mondays at Westwood Comedy Store. It's not there no more. And she took me there, and what do you know, I went up on stage, and I won. I won $50. After I got out, I think Mitzi Shore heard of Bobby, and she gave me a job in the parking lot.
Like a valet?
Yeah, I quit. You know, I thought it was, that night I was going to be a big star, right? Yeah. So I didn't go back to school. My father said, what's wrong with you? And I said, I got a job. He goes, he said, I had show business. So you're parking cars. Are you crazy? Go back to school. But it turned out to be the best job because when you're at the parking lot, the valet, and all the big comics come in, when Richard Pryor's going to give you the keys to his corniche, he wants to get to know you, right? Yeah. Soon after that, these people put in a good word. Mitzi made an opening for me, and I started to get on there, and I started to get jokes. And I got seen by Norman Lear at the main room at the Comedy Store, and he created a.k.a. Pablo. The series was big. I was on TV Guide, and then it bombed, and I was unemployed and unknown again. That was the hardest time when you had your shot, you know. So I got criticized by the major Latino organizations. You know, people would stop me in the streets. You know, they called my mom and they go, "You're making fun of us. You're ashamed of us. You're putting us down. And I didn't know how to process that because I didn't know what they expected me to do. Make jokes about who? I was talking about me, and I didn't think it was offensive. In hindsight, I look at some of those jokes and I go, I could have done better, but what do I know, Mario? I mean, who was I going to copy from, you know?
And you know what, though, Paul? At the time, there wasn't many Latino comics, right? I mean, obviously, Freddie Prinze.
Stand-up-wise, there were others. There was, but they didn't have well-known, but they're still there. I was the first one to get that national opportunity. Yeah. It was a blessing, but it was also very painful, you know?